Hello everybody and welcome back to NFT Bowl. Today we're going to be talking about 5 different types of utilities for NFTs. Let's get started. For number 1, today we're going to be talking about DAOs. A lot of people mention this in their projects. They always want to make this seem like an upsell point. DAOs are not exactly as they seem. A lot of people try to use DAO as a financial incentive for people to come in, when really the only financial sense that DAOs bring to a project is that everyone votes to spend the DAO pool's money. Let's look at the definition of DAO. A decentralized autonomous organization, sometimes called a decentralized autonomous corporation, is an organization represented by rules encoded as a computer program that is transparent. Essentially what a DAO is it allows all of the people that own a portion of this NFT, it allows them to vote if they are an active member in the community. And a DAO is essentially creating an official community for a project to ensure the success of the project. Let's say it's a 3,000 NFT collection, and people who have this collection are allowed to vote on everything that the DAO commences in. And every time a vote is passed, it gets sent to a computer program. The computer program automatically writes up a contract, and then it gets sent out to finalize it. Let's say you own this NFT and they ask for you to write a 15-page standard of protocol. What you can then do is submit it to the website. People can judge, okay, this was worth 15 or 20 tokens, and you can get paid. After everyone votes on how much your work is worth, you can get paid for your work through the native token for that project. And I'll show you an example. And this is going to be a project that I am currently invested in. So I'll be using this for an example for a lot of the topics that this project also applies to. This is Honey Finance, and I currently have staked one of my current projects. Over here, if you have a certain amount of these native tokens, I have 250 Honey token locked, and I have 62 V Honey is vote escrow honey, which means I, with these 62 coins, have a weight of vote to my account. So I can weigh in on matters more than some people that don't have any or have a lower amount than I do. This also allows me a higher portion of return from certain utilities on this project. They will reward anyone that has a higher amount because that means they are truly invested in this business. Now, you are able to buy these tokens as well from the DAO on a public exchange. However, I get 20.8 free per day, and this I can convert, and that I can convert into more vote escrow honey, which allows me to have a bigger presence in the governance of this project. This is my NFT that I currently have in this project, and I love it. Number 2, we're gonna do staking. Staking also really applies with this project because I currently have this staked. Right here it says unlock. I currently have it locked in their wallet, and what they do is, for me not putting it on the market and not having it in my wallet, they are holding it, but in return they're giving me 20.8 honey per day, which means with that, as I explained in the last bit, I'm allowed to convert it or lock it to gain more presence inside of their project. A little subcategory of this, it's going to be something called burning. Now, when you have a project or a token, sometimes specific projects will give you a reward for burning that project. So let's say you paid $2,000 for this project. What you can do is you can go to them if they are offering to burn it and give you a reward for it. You can then give it back to them and they'll destroy the NFT, and you can get $2,500–$3,000 back per this example. The next one here is something called breeding, and it doesn't necessarily add value to a project. However, it is a fun community aspect, especially if you really just like the project you're invested in. Now, let's say you really like this project. For example, we're going to be using CryptoKitties because, per my research, they're the very first NFT to ever start using this breeding method. What happens is you can buy this kitty and you can buy another kitty, And when you hold these two, you can then select breed. And when you breed them, these are 2 generation 1 kitties, mind you. When you breed them, what'll happen is it'll give you a third NFT that you cannot buy unless it is sold secondhand, or because your 2 generation 1 NFTs had mingled their best traits and created this very awesome third NFT. One of the main purposes of this project is to really create that aspect of a community, and it shows that breeding is a big part of their project. They want you to have a little kitty family. Because the community is so strong, oftentimes these NFTs that you get from breeding, they're sold secondhand market to other people within the community on the CryptoKitties platform itself. Let's say you can only afford one NFT and you wanted to breed it with another kitty. People put up their public sires and you can see what generation they are. So these are generation 2 and this is a generation 9, which means this is the product of it being bred over and over and over. As you can see, people listed these up for free to breed your kitty with theirs. That way you guys can get a very unique product from that. Next thing we're going to be explaining is the utility token, and I've already explained it a little bit about the utility tokens, how they work for me in my project. However, I'm also going to explain another one. Just for example, we're going to do Bored Ape Yacht Club, and they recently released their Ape Coin. Ape Coin is currently valued at $38,057.98. With the Bored Ape Yacht Club, they get airdropped a specific token for every NFT they own, an ape coin. And I watched another video where this man owned 4 Bored Apes. He owned 2 Mutant Ape Yacht Club and he owned 2 Bored Ape Yacht Club. He got 4 coins and he was able to sell those, and he made $130,000 just off of selling the utility token. Now, I do not personally know exactly what the features are. However, we can assume that it's very similar to how Honey is used for Honey Finance, to where if you invest a certain amount and lock it up, then you will get certain benefits that even other members that have this NFT may not get because they only sell their NFTs. That's all for today. Thank you so much for dropping by and watching another episode with NFTable. My name is Wolfgang, and as always, have a great day.